And I feel as though if it's a teachable, like, if, like, especially how deep it taught me. So it's like, what can I, like, if this is my situation, you might be going through something similar. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or something completely different, but at least you know this or this side of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always like it's always an open book with me. Like, you could give me anything, I'll be like, yeah.
But what's crazy is I've been in a situation for like a past week, right? Mm-hmm. And like you said, those indicators on showing you if you really over something, like the blockers things you got called.
Yeah.
Like I've been in that situation for like a week now, and there's this girl who I used to talk to. She moved out of town or whatever, and we've been in communication lately, and it's really like I know how I felt about her when she left. In real time, I know like y'all loved her, but I wasn't at that point of knowing how to express my actual emotions. So I was just like, y'all love you. You know, like, you know, I hug her, like, you know, I'd be on her and shit like that, but it wasn't to like the point where it's really being expressed. Like I'm putting a cap on shit I felt because it made me uncomfortable.
Can I get in your business real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, so have you been in love before?
In love before?
Like, have you really been in love before?
I'm gonna say yes because that's what I felt at that time. So I'm gonna say yes. I was in love. Yeah.
And when it was over, you went through all the emptiness and all that. Like when they left. That
I didn't feel like I was empty. I was just more a dog ass nigga. And you know, in hindsight, that I just went through that phase of being a dog because I was hurt.
Because
so
hurt.
So I was just on some.
Yeah, keep on. Go ahead.
Anybody can get it.
Okay. Okay, because listen, this is the thing, because it sounds like we kind of in the same, almost like same situation, because like I was in love before and then I went through all of that, ended up like just saying fuck it, blah blah blah. Then I met this kid, right? And when I met this kid, like I knew that I like loved him, but it wasn't like as deep as the last love. Like I was like the same way, like yeah, I love you, like whatever.
Nah, see,
you know
this shit was hitting different though because I didn't realize I was in love until she left, and that's when it really hit home. Like, damn, I'm really in love with this girl. Like,
so it's almost like you.
I didn't understand what in love was at that point. I just thought in love and love was the same thing. That was my emotional intelligence at that time. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was just lost. I'm like, damn, yo, like. Okay, yeah, I love her. But she asked me the question, like, do you love me? Are you in love me? I'm like, yeah, I love you. What do you mean? Like, yeah, I love you. But I didn't understand that. And then when she left, I was fucked up. Like, that isolation, that goes to isolation and where I was. And I was just, you know, in a slump, getting mad weight, just on some real depression. But to what I was saying, like me and her just been talking literally every day. And I just be like, damn, yo. I don't want to jump on my tree and just go, oh yeah, because I know what I felt, and I'm thinking that maybe that feeling may still be there. Like I don't know, but lately I just been like, nah.
Do you feel like it's slowly fading?
Hell no. Hell no. That shit, like I know this shit real because how I feel. Like yo, this shit's burning in me.
That's the science behind it too, because you got to battle with logic and emotion.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And I'm so logical.
You got to figure out which one is the best way to move in this situation. But I feel like I said about emotions being energy and motion, it's all good and dandy to have those emotions as long as you control which motion or which direction that is going. Now, if it's going the right way, if you feel like it's going to go the right way, let those emotions go that direction.
See, but my thing is, somebody have told me this and like I'll never forget it. There's like, yo, as soon as you feel like an emotion that makes you uncomfortable, you will talk yourself out of it because your brain overpowers your heart. And when she said that, I just looked at her like, how the fuck do you know that? But she know that I'm a thinker. Like I will outthink everything. Like, cause that's what I like to do. Like it pushes me. That's why I love playing chess. Because I just keep thinking. So it's like when she said it, I was like, damn, you're right. But just with the situation, not the situation, what's going on right now, like, you know, the girl, I'm just like, damn, yo, I know how I feel, I know what I want, but I was talking to my boy earlier, like, literally on the phone for like 3 hours, and I'm telling him, I ain't about to jump on my gym just because shit going good. Yo, she could just turn the faucet right back off, like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you again. But
right.
So it's like, I've been saying mad shit just to get off of my chest, because every time we talk, I let a little bit out because this shit is the enemy. So I feel like I'll be having to say certain shit like, okay, I gotta get this out of me. But just lately, this whole week, I've been saying mad shit. But like I told her, like, yo, when I see you, I really want to have one of them talks where you can just lay this shit on the table and we can have some clarity on, like, yo, you know, what you want to do. Like, I mean, let's have some type of communication. So there's like, I'm not leading you on, you're not leading me on. We could just
so y'all both know how y'all feel about each other in this situation.
But you guys are just like, I don't know. Like, you guys both know like how you feel.
Truthfully, I don't know how she feels now because I didn't ask. But that's more of a face to face. That's something I have to feel. I don't want to text on shit like that because then you can. Like, you got time to say it.
Yeah.
Eyes, body language, emotions. It's gonna show in a physical form if it's real. Like, to me.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's just some shit I've been going through, and you know, somebody else just to stop talking to them yesterday. It was more like I understand why, but then I don't understand why. It's like, my biggest thing is like, why do females want a title? Like, why? Like, even though me and him had these conversations, but from a female perspective, it's like, okay, I understand that it brings security. It draws a line on you. You're not gonna share what you give me to somebody else. But it's like, but what's up, like, the real foundation of it?
I think, really and truly, I always say that I'm a different type of female. Like, really and truly, because I don't care for titles. But I
like that.
I really don't, because to me, look, I'm about to get real quick. Because to me, at the end of the day, you still gonna do what you want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't believe in titles. Like, I don't. But I can understand why somebody would believe in titles, and just like you said, it's that security and something to just claim. Something to say, no, this is mine.
It's my dog.
You get what I'm saying? Like, this is my dude. This is my girl. Like, it's that almost like power. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's your property.
It's not
possession. Like,
but not even, because that makes it toxic almost. Because if you look at it like that, now you're just like, yeah, you're just here for me to claim, for me to just.
Based on the person, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
On the flip side. Are you gonna sit up there and build a house that's not yours? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you take if you take that possession, like, yo, this is my land. Okay, now I can start building this foundation on this fucking land and build up this house. You see what I'm saying? This is just some shit that just came to the mind, bro. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
No, listen, I like that though. That's a nice example, analogy.
Almost like, think about it like this, right? Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't want to sit up there really compare Jay-Z and Beyonce because everybody's not Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Right.
I'm not buying no fucking island for your birthday. You did? But what I'm trying to say is, he had his foundation, she had her foundation. They brought that union together, built that foundation, and they've been building ever since.
So
but
really,
I see that as a business venture. I don't see that as love though. Like, I see that as more of business, because when they came together, they both catapult. They both went up. So it's like, for me, and yeah, I'm gonna cut you off. Last night I'm talking to my dad. We was having a conversation, and I'm like, yo, I want a certain kind of woman. I don't want a career-driven woman. Like, oh, I want to work for 25 years and retire and da da da. I don't want that shit. This shit is not for me. And he was like, well, if you get a woman that's just like you, there's gonna be some type of friction because y'all both spearheaded. Y'all both moving toward the same thing. You're not gonna have time for certain stuff. So it's like, there's gonna be friction within. So somebody's gonna draw somewhere else. And he was just saying, like, you know, Jay-Z, he settled for a different kind of woman below his wife, probably when he cheated or the case may be. You telling me like, yo, you find your opposite that attracts. And I'm just thinking in my mind like, okay, if I'm like this, but what can I not deal with? Who can I be with that will fit me, but still give me what I want?
You just literally have to look outside the box. Like,
you know what though, bruh?
Like,
what I was thinking about, you said it's a business move. I feel like love, if that shit is not catapulting you regardless to whom or what, energy-wise, mentally, physically, whatever, and that shit is taking you back, then you don't need to be in that relationship. How the fuck you doing worse with somebody than you is by yourself?
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
And that goes for any aspect too, not just like the like, you know,
Money,
the physical.
Yeah.
That's emotional too, and spiritual too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like they could be giving you, showering you with stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean shit. And that also comes with, like, once again, knowing somebody's love language. So like your love language is, I kind of want somebody who works, but I need you to be emotionally there for me.
No, but truthfully though, I don't even look for the emotional aspect. Like I don't look for a woman to give me those emotions. It's like, I mean, I don't want a cold-hearted girl. Like, nobody wants a cold-hearted partner. But it's like, I don't want an over-emotional person either. I just want a balanced person. Like, just balanced. Like me, I'm balanced. I've learned my emotions and I've learned how to pinpoint how I feel, when I feel, and stuff like that. So it's like...
So you want a well-aware person.
What? Perfect. You know, that's perfect. Yes. Well-aware person. But then it's like, I find myself like, do I really want somebody or do I just want the company of having somebody there? Like, I mean, I don't really care if you're there or not, but it's just like the company, like...
Because you could do without.
Yeah. I don't need you. I just want you here just for when... Whatever the case may be, you want to go get some food? Like, so it's like, I'm realizing more, it's like, do I really want friends or do I want a relationship?
It sounds like you just want friends.
No, truthfully, that's what I be coming up with. But it's like, I don't be knowing where to draw this line, like, in the sense of, I can tell you, no, I don't want this, I'm not doing this, and we're not going there. And yet, we doing stuff under that umbrella. And I'm leading you on. In hindsight, or from a woman's perspective, you leaving me on because you doing this, we doing that, da.
Well, I think that just comes with the communication aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because if you friends with benefits, then you friends with benefits. And if that person starts like attaching more to you and you're still going down, okay, we're friends with benefits, and they're still like, okay, no, but I'm really falling for you, that's when you have to be like, okay, cut it off. Now, if you if you keep like, okay, egging it on, and you're like, yo, like, and you're trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna play like dumb or oblivious.
Oh no, I never did that. Like,
but you know what I'm saying?
Let me not say never. I don't do that now. I make it clear, like, yo, I'm not doing this. We're not getting in a relationship. I don't want this shit. It's not happening no time soon. If I did,
so then that should tell you that maybe you should back away from whatever this is because somebody's getting too deep.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you really strong in what you feel and what you want, and that person can't give that to you or is going a whole different way that you're not on the timing for, then you should say, yo, we're gonna take a break from this until you can get your emotions right and be like, okay, now we can come back. And you know what I'm saying?
But that then that goes with me on self-reflecting. Why am I doing that? Now it's a bunch of whys. Now I'm asking myself, why am I doing this? Why am I not cutting this person off? Like, why? Like,
why did you do it in the first place? That's where you should start. Why did I do this in the first place? That's a great question. I like that. What made me start to think that this was okay?
Routine.
Okay. What in the routine made you deter towards this way?
That's another question. I don't know. That's deep. Going down the rabbit hole.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everything has a question within a question within a question within a question.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't just always question what's here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. In face.
Right. You gotta kind of, if you really self-reflecting, you really self-reflecting back to the T of how did I even spark this routine? Like, what gave me the idea to even go down this routinely path? Okay, it was me getting the job and moving out here. Okay, well, why did I want to move out here? What back there? Okay, boom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
To the root.
To the root.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that because I'm going to definitely have some time to think tonight, like in my bed.
You know what I'm saying? So that now you done thought to the root, you done backtrack so much that you can catapult forward and be like, okay, now I'm in your face. Like, all right, actually, I don't really want you.
Gotcha.
You just
here.
Physically here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just like looking at you. Because it could be simply that. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I like the tone of your voice. It remind me of, you know what I'm saying? It
Something
so simple. You ever like walk by and you get a whiff of perfume and you're just like, yo, like I just know where that perfume is from. I just can't pinpoint it.
Or I'm like, damn, this bitch smell good as hell.
And you be like, smell good as hell, but you like, damn, like that like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen, no lie, I swear to God, yo, I was in where is that at? I think I was in 7-Eleven or something. I was on the phone with my mans, and I'm like, yo, bro, this old lady smell good as hell. She's like fine as hell. She smell good as fuck. Like, she asking like what she got on because she's smelling amazing. I'm like, dang, I'm kind of good for it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's because it done switched some like a fast little memory and it went away. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is that really and truly, like, if you can't decide, that's what you need to do. That's if you're confused about something and you having all these questions, you need to backtrack that far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that it could become clear. Okay, this is just
this. I like that.
And then, you know, then go pick your hand. Like, okay, all right, we can still continue. Like, or nah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's over. Because there's some people in this world that literally is here just because of your energy and nothing else. I was telling you this at work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And literally, they're either incubus, succubus to drain you.
Vampires. Shit,
you get what I'm saying? Or they're here to really feed you something. You know what I'm saying? And you have to decipher which one is which, and they're both essentially toxic on a degree. You get what I'm saying? Because that person that's a vampire, you keep drawing back to them, but every time you talk to them, you're drained. Every time you this, you're like, and you're just like, why? But then you get this person who's feeding you, just like, yo, I'm so addicted to you. Like, I just want to keep talking to you. I just want to keep I just want to, like, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And it's like, and neither of them are good because now you're so focused on this, and now your head is wrapped around this, and you're forgetting about everything else.
That's a fact. Because on that side where you're addicted to, you could know that shit is not no fucking good for you. But it's just something about it that's making you just addicted to that thing. Like, yo,
you get what I'm saying? Like, I had in college, right? I had a group of guy friends, right? And because I was just like, you know, I'm over women, like, in their dramas and shit. So I made friends with a group of guys. And this one guy, like, I consider him, like, almost like my best friend. So he was, like, dealing with this girl or whatever. And I kept telling him, like, yo, she is not the one for you, bro. Like, don't do it. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do it. Long story short, shorty ended up fucking with another nigga on the same floor as him, on the opposite side of the dorm, right? So that caused friction and shit. But what he told me was, he was like, I don't know what it is, but I just am drawn to her after knowing she done did the football team, this, like, and he just keep fucking with her. Those are vampires. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that literally she will walk by in your face with a whole nother nigga and you still would be like, I'm gonna hit that tonight. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, after a while, I had to tell him, like, yo, you have to seriously separate yourself. And once he did that, that's when he started getting back on track with school, started doing that. saying, "Oh, I don't care. I don't do this." You know what I'm saying?
You ever been in a vampire situation?
Hell yeah, bro. My motherfucking ex, bro. Where?
Because that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, oh, I want to see if you go touch on that, because man,
She just had a lot of personal trauma and shit. I ain't gonna put her business out like that, but she had a lot of personal trauma, and it felt like the same thing every time. I just be drained, bro. Be fucking drained out, and I never knew what the reason was, because as far as girlfriend wise, she did everything I needed her to do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it would just be like, yo, this motherfucker
That's
drained
why-
me the fuck out. But it's like, yo, at the end of the day, it was like, she the type, like I said yesterday, she the type where she'll pour some of her water in your glass. You'll pour some water in her glass. But she'll never take a sip of that shit. She'll leave the shit on the table, meaning she will invest into you, invest into somebody else, but she'll never take the time to invest into herself.
So
She'll never find a solution to her own problem. You see what I'm saying? See, all the rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes is all caused by the Son of Man. It's all caused by you. All your adversities in life, indirectly or directly, is caused by you, because you had the ability to respond. How you respond to them is gonna show and prove who you are. You see what I'm saying? If you victorious or if you gonna be defeated, that's all based off your response.
logic and emotion. That's what I got out of that, because you can't talk to everybody the same way. Like you can't. Like you have to know the person, and based on something they say, you really have to be conscious enough to know, like, okay, why am I about to say this? Knowing this person may react in an emotional way, I don't think I should say that. So I just started learning to just say okay, or like, you know what, you're right.
You know, that's very true. That's very true. My sister is so sensitive. Like, she got mad because I called her a bum. But for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Like, whereas somebody, I would rather you be upfront with me and be like, yo, you really on your bummy shit. You doing this and this and this. Like, because I know I can handle it. Whereas somebody will be like, you have to beat around the bush with.
And I don't like that.
And
shit.
I don't like, yeah, exactly. I don't like tippy-toeing, because the type of person that I am, I'm passionate. If I'm passionate, you get what I'm saying?
Step your fucking game up.
Exactly.
For
real shit. And if I'm passionate about you, I'm gonna be passionate everywhere I say to you.
But everybody can't take.
But everybody
can't take criticism or critique. Like they not good at being critiqued.
Yo, that's why I tell my sister, like, yo, you gotta read more to enhance your vocabulary, because how you talk to other people, you can't talk to somebody like this, like, outside. Like, you can't talk to our cousins or whoever the case may be in a certain tone, because they're gonna take that a certain way, and they're gonna be like, oh, who the fuck is you talking to, or whatever the case may be. It's like, yeah, like me and you have a conversation, and we talk a certain way, but you gotta learn how to draw lines on how you talk to everybody. Yeah.
It's that perception. Like, somebody's not gonna perceive the same way. You know what I'm saying? Just like you say, oh, that cloud looks like a bunny. You know, oh, it looks like a dragon to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, like, everybody's perception on the world is so different. You know what I'm saying? You have people who really believe that the world is rainbows and lollipops, and you got other people who believe that the world is in a constant hurricane, thunderstorm, war. You know what I'm saying?
Like Carter, when he don't get what he want, that 5 seconds, he bug out.
You get what I'm saying? Because, like, to the millionth degree, and it's just like, well, now you have to decide what kind of life you're going to walk, and what kind of relationship you're going to be in. If you're the type of person that's like me, you're passionate and you're gonna say what you want to say, you don't need a soft person. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna work with that person. If you're walking around like, okay, for instance, I know everybody has a person that's gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna just say this, the first thing that comes off of their head. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that person usually has a lot of hate, has a lot of, you know what I'm saying? People fake love them, like, until they talking about them. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got no control of their
emotions, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you walk in this way in this world. You have to know what comes with that. You get what I'm saying? And you have to be prepared for that. Just the same way, flip it around. You're sensitive. And now you're walking around the world thinking that everybody else is going to be sensitive to you. Guess what? That's not the case. This world is a brutal place. You know what I'm saying? That's why and those are the people who usually have their head in the clouds. Like, don't be thinking realistically. You know what I'm saying? Because if you start thinking realistically, then, am I making sense?
No, listen,
like,
I'm
you know what I'm
tracking.
You know what I'm saying? You start thinking
tracking.
realistically, then you start moving accordingly to this world. You know what I'm saying? You will be like, yo, am I really, once again, I done backtracked in all these questions, and then you're like, okay, now let me think more realistically. She gives me this, this, and this, and this, but I'm looking for this, this, and this, and this. You get what I'm saying?
But that goes to like what I was saying, like in a sense, you can have that person, that perfect person in front of you, but it just doesn't fit you. Yeah, you bringing me all this, but I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that.
Right.
That's not fulfilling me. I
don't need that right now.
Right, but that's perfect. I like that. I don't need that right now. I appreciate it, but I need a void filled in a sense of you just be my puzzle piece, because that's like the only.
But usually,
that's the crazy part about this shit too. Not to cut none of you off. They could not fit you right now, cause they bringing you old shit or they bringing you new shit. You see what I'm saying? So it could be something that they bringing you that you gonna need for your next journey in life.
Right.
But they could be bringing something for you that you already learned the lesson for that. So you don't even need that no more. Like somebody, like say you real in tune with your emotions, they don't need to bring you that lesson no more for you to learn and open up about your emotions, because you already learned that chapter.
Facts. Or to keep it with lessons, or you don't really need a person right now, because that's a lesson you need to figure out on your own. Right. And not look for that within a person.
That goes to the self-reflect though, like self-time. I mean,
but not even necessarily. You don't even have to self-reflect. That's just something you could self-reflect and look back and say, okay, this was the missing puzzle piece. Or you just need to almost be in that isolation, almost be not bothered. Not to say you need to be isolated from everything, but just not. You don't need a connection, a connection, because maybe that person is fucking up your energy to find that piece to your missing void.
Right. And
although it seems like, yeah, you know, she's great, but she's just not fitting. I don't know why she's fitting. It's because you need to move her out the way real quick. Place her back here. You know what I'm saying? Because she's standing in front of the piece that you're really missing. Does that make sense?
That's life, honestly.
It really
in the
is.
sense of working a job. Like, you could leave a job and you can something else could take you somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like so it could. I don't know. I like what you said though.
You know, you play chess, right? So when
I'm a thinker.
You know what I'm saying? When you move that piece, guess what? There's another piece behind it, right? Opened up.
Facts.